Hey, Black Belt Dragon here. So, the rest of Season 5 is back. And it's great. Obviously, it's great. A long hiatus, and the movie's coming. The third movie's coming in this month as well. So, who is being the center of attention in this episode now? Rarity. Rarity. Okay. For people who don't know about what I think of this character, if you don't want to know my thoughts, then just click in the time slot here because there is going to be a lot of explanation and maybe some anger. But, click in this time slot here if you just want to get straight to the review. Canterlot Boutique. Okay, let me begin. Here's the thing. I love every single one of these characters, even the background characters. I love Twilight for her traits of being funny and smart and very wonderful character that has shown a lot of greatness. I love Pinkie Pie for her craziness and zaniness and of course her joy to make people happy. I love Fluttershy because she's just, even though for her shyness, she somehow has some kind of creepiness inside that just wants to get out, and I like that. I love Applejack's character, knowing that you can't always tell the truth, that, you can sometimes, it's just to protect the others. If you've seen episodes like that, it's pretty much there. I also love Rainbow Dash. She is awesome. She kind of reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog in a way. And I like Sonic the Hedgehog, and Rainbow Dash is very awesome for what she does. 20% cooler, best phrase ever. And now we get to Rarity. A fashionista who is British. A British fashionista. Here's the problem I have. Maybe the reason is because I'm not into this kind of character trait. It's pretty much I've seen a lot of movies, a lot of shows that maybe I don't like this character because he wasn't that funny, or this character just didn't do it for me, or that this character's trait I just can't, enjoy, and I'm guessing Rarity is one of those characters I can't. But one huge reason why I don't like this character is because she doesn't learn anything new. Pretty much she just learns at least maybe something about her sister, but that was more of a sister episode. The Sisterhood of Social, that was fine. The only episode that I liked her in was Rarity Takes Manhattan. That's the only episode I like her in at all. Because at least there she learned the value of generosity and friendship. At least her trait, which, is generosity, but it took a really long time just for her to center around that idea, knowing that she's supposed to be the element of generosity. And we haven't seen her do that anywhere else before besides that episode. My gosh, I hate this so much. Okay, for one example, the Dog and Pony show, really, what did she do to, get away from them? Whine! All she did was whine. And pretty much that was the only way how she got out. Be a liner. She can't, kick their asses or something, or kick their butts or something. No, I understand that she's not violent, but do something at least something that's not just whining. I just hate this character so freaking much. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you not develop your character well? How dare you try to learn the same thing every day? How dare you embarrass me in front of Final Scratch? The episode for the other half of season 5, the new episode is Canterlot Boutique, centered around Rarity. And this is actually a very interesting episode for two reasons. One is that this is an episode, from what I've heard from a few interviews, as well as seeing a lot of interviews from, the behind the scenes of the show. This was an episode that Lauren Faust wanted to happen to the character. Rarity having her own boutique in Canterlot. The second thing is that Amy Keating-Rogers is doing this episode? Wait, is writing it? Didn't she just announce that she's a full-time writer for Disney? I don't know, I guess she written some stuff way before she decided to leave, but alright. Okay, so this episode begins where Rarity is waiting for this important letter from Canterlot to see if she's going to be able to get her own boutique, and yes, she gets her own boutique. And so, yeah, she gets her own boutique, and so it begins with her exploring her new boutique, and it looks amazing, obviously. Then there's this new manager, which I'm sorry if I forget the name, but she has a new manager who somehow is helping her get in, trying to make the boutique amazing, trying to help her out. But then we start to realize that this manager wants to take advantage of that and wants to, make it her own, and also try to kind of be a little bit stale on what they make. So yeah, Rarity makes this new dress that somehow she decides for Twilight to wear to show off to every fashion critic. And yeah, so the fashion critics like it, they love it, they think it's amazing, it's a new way to look at Canterlot. So yeah, everything is great, so she gets her dream, but then eventually she starts to realize that making the same dress for everyone to wear seems a little bit, boring in a way, because, being different is very unique. Try to be yourself, don't be the same. It's kind of a point. She understands that, and then she realizes that maybe this cost of just doing this isn't what she dreamed of. She felt miserable, so she decides to try to close it down, and the manager gets pissed. But then, of course, a bunch of other random ponies come in and then starts to look at these different dresses that she's made, and these dresses look amazing to them because it's their style, it's their taste, and she realizes that this is what her dreams should have been like. This is what she should have been doing in the first place. And so the manager realizes that maybe she was wrong, and that she decides, but then Rarity decides to go back to Ponyville and let the manager handle the boutique in Canterlot, because she feels like Ponyville is her home and that's where she started. She will always be there. And so yeah, she still officially has a boutique in Canterlot, which is great. So yeah, so Rarity actually learned the lesson, is that she needs to, this is kind of a lesson in that you have to have control of your own work, because if you're not happy, what's the point of, having it? Because you have to be happy at the job you have, you have to be happy with the job you want, and also feel that you need to be unique in your own way, try to have your own style, your own taste, and try to make everything different, not everything bland or the same. So she learned that. So what do I think of this episode? To be honest, I think it's amazing. This is a great episode, actually. I thought I would hate this the moment, I just, she got excited and stuff, but there was just something to it that I really enjoy. There was something I liked about it, that she didn't, it's not oh, it took her time just to notice that this was a mistake. This actually, at a moment as she goes out the door, she pretty much has, the manager goes out the door and try to pretty much take over her spotlight, she notices pretty fast that something's gonna be up. And that's what I like, that she's being smart about this, knowing that there's something wrong. wrong. Like, you know, I like that. Like, and it takes her time eventually till she cracks and realizes that she needs to be her own person. She needs to do what she wants to do and be in control. And that is what it is. Be control of your own work. And that is really good. That's a really good lesson. That is what I like. That is that I am so proud that she has learned that. Can you please forgive me?
I forgive you.
Sorry! So yeah, do I think this episode is good? Yes. Is it an episode I'll be rewatching a bunch of times? Maybe once or twice, and... oh boy. You know how I don't like the songs in the show? Well, for some reason, I didn't think this song, I forget the name of the song, I didn't think that song was that bad. I think it was a nice song. I think it was good, at least. I didn't think it was, you know, not as crazy. But, you know, thank gosh, because this is definitely a wonderful episode. We're glad to have you back, Friendship is Magic, for this month. Okay, so Black Belt Dragon signing out, and I'll see you on the next episode. And guess what? This episode has Rainbow Dash in it. Awesome! So, from what I understand, this involves her going to prison. Wait, what? Prison? Well, who's gonna get her out?